Hello and welcome to a new edition of Women's World, and in this special edition of our program we will talk about Egyptian-Saudi Arabian economic relations, as thousands of financiers, founders and investors are set to descend on the Saudi capital of Riyadh for the 8th edition of the Kingdom's Future Investment Initiative. And dear viewers, a short break and we'll be back, so stay tuned. Dear viewers, and now we are joined over the phone by Engineer Amany Shenawy. She is a member of the Civil Society and International Service Organization. Good afternoon, Engineer Amany.
Good afternoon.
So, as I've just mentioned, that in this edition of the program we will talk about Egyptian-Saudi Arabian trade and economic relations in light of the 8th edition of the Kingdom's Future Investment Initiative, which is taking place today in Riyadh. How do you evaluate economic and trade relations between the two countries?
The Egyptian-Saudi relationship is a very deep relationship, and as we're talking today, while the Saudi Arabia Global Investment Conference, FII,
yes,
has emerged as a significant global platform for investment and economic partnership. This is an annual event that showcases the Kingdom's ambitious economic vision and attracts investors from around the world.
Yes.
So one of the very important investors and partners is Egypt, the neighbor of Saudi Arabia and the main partner and the most close partner as always.
Yes, Engineer Amany, also the increase in Saudi investments in Egypt confirms that Egypt is a promising region for investments. How do you see that?
Egypt is a very promising nation,
yes,
developed already. We are a developed nation that has a lot of potential, and many investors from all over the world is
yes,
looking forward to invest in Egypt. And of course, our close neighbors, Saudi Arabians, are invited to invest in Egypt, and they are already having a lot of projects and partnerships with Egypt's government, the private sector, and all the big entities in Egypt. So we're having a mutual investment
yes,
in both countries. Egyptians are investing in Saudi Arabia, and in the last 3 months, the most people who invested in Saudi Arabia and who declared new entities were Egyptians. So we are increasing in investment in both countries. Egyptians are investing in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabians are investing in Egypt. We're having great potential in those partnerships.
Yes, Engineer Amany, also Saudi Arabia is considered the 7th trading partner with Egypt. So can you elaborate on this?
Egypt and Saudi Arabia share deep-rooted historical and cultural ties.
Yes.
Rooted in Islamic heritage and shared regional interests too. These bonds have evolved into a strong strategic partnership marked by mutual respect and cooperation. So in the past years, we can see many partnerships that are not only important for investing a lot of money and capital. It is also a matter of experience, delivering experience that they are having different experiences that enriches the project and the partnership in all aspects, especially in building the new cities, in transportation, in many developed new cities like NEOM in Saudi Arabia, like the luxury cities that are built on the Red Sea coast, where Egyptian enterprise in tourism could contribute significantly, like the collaboration in energy cooperation, including the gas and exploration and production. The infrastructure development too is very important, as joint ventures in infrastructure projects, transportation, logistics, and others are a potential for the partnership between the two countries.
Yes, Engineer Amany, what is the significance of Egypt's participation in this high-level economic event?
Egypt is a main partner with Saudi Arabia, as we said. Many Egyptian corporates were created in the last 3 months in order to work in the Saudi Arabians with the Saudi Arabians project as partners, and also to attract Saudi Arabian investment in Egypt. Egypt has a great significance in many ways and experiences that can be delivered to Saudi Arabians, especially that we share a lot of history and culture together. People are similar in a way between, because we are neighbors in both countries. So the experience, especially in tourism and in new cities, in transportation, is very important. Egypt is an expert in those points. Also, the cooperation in gas exploration is very important. That Saudi Arabia has a lot of experience, and Egypt has a lot of experience, and the partnership is very important in this strategic point.
Engineer Amany, Saudi Arabia is considered one of the main supporters to Egypt since June 30th revolution on political and economic levels. So can you elaborate on this?
This is true. Saudi Arabia has been a steadfast to Egypt, particularly since 2013 revolution. The kingdom has provided substantial financial and political support to Egypt, recognizing the pivotal role Egypt plays in the region and the stability of Egypt, the stability of the region. Saudi Arabia supported Egypt a lot politically and economically. This support has been instrumental in helping Egypt overcome economic challenges and implement vital development projects in those very hard times, and the time where we had a lot of political changes in Egypt until we attained stability.
So, Dr. Engineer Amany, also, if we talk about the means of attracting more Saudi investors to Egypt, as Egypt now is offering more facilitations to investors in different fields, how do you see this?
Egypt has a lot of potential. As we said, we are having stability in the area where stability is rare. So we're having a lot of potential due to our innovative infrastructure, due to our seashores and to our new cities, due to our vision and to our strategic plan for Egypt. So all this and in addition to it, the facilities given to investors has a great role in attracting Saudi investors to Egypt, especially that they are our close neighbors. So people can easily come to Egypt and go to Saudi Arabia. Partnerships, especially in the industrial field, are being enhanced and being given facilities, because we are having new industrial areas in Egypt that need a lot of investment. We are having 52 fedans in the road between Alexandria and Cairo, and this has a lot of potential because it can attract a lot of workers and a lot of people who can give hands to raise the industry. We are having also an industrial area in Suez Canal area. We are having a lot of agriculture projects. So Egypt is having a lot of potential and waiting for the investors who are keen of making it, and it's always a win-win situation between Egypt and the investors.
Engineer Amany, one final question about the development of Saudi women. To what extent they developed in the past few years now? They are joining the market, they are working in different jobs. How do you see this development?
As for women empowerment, this was our culture from the very beginning. As you know, the Egyptian culture empowers women, starting from the pharaohs and where we had queens and women ruling Egypt. So this is our culture, which had ups and downs in different eras. And now we are back to our culture. Women are empowered. We have women working in all professions, including pilots. We have women pilots from Upper Egypt. Now we are having women pilots in the 30s, but now we're having women pilots from the Upper Egypt, where the culture is a little bit conservative. We are having doctors, engineers. Women are part of the army. We're having women everywhere. Saudi Arabia people too are having women empowerment, and business women are now seen as partners with men. So this is very important for nations to have women who are half the society, productive and empowered.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Engineer Amany Shenawy, a member of Civil Society and International Service Organization, and a chemical engineer. Thank you, Engineer Amany, for being with us. Dear viewers, short break and we'll be back, so stay tuned.